It's not easy to be in shelter. It's not easy at all. I've been through domestic violence by my husband. He always liked to blame me and to hate me and to, many things. Like, it's very sad to remember that stuff.
We sleep on a mat on the floor. The floor is hard, so when I try to go sleep, I can't because it's much different from a bed. The baby is always crying and we always have to take care of the baby. I don't have room to do homework places. Sometimes the couch is full of stuff.
I feel sorry for them more than me. My children, they cannot play with their toys. They're not free. They cannot jump, they cannot shout. My children, they love it. They dance, they always comes home, they telling me what they done. I see always the happiness in their faces. I love it, really. I'm still in process, but I feel everything gonna be fine.
I was raised by older men that was in my neighborhood. They sold drugs. It came a time where I decided to sell drugs. It was a horrible experience emotionally because I've, been incarcerated a few times behind it.
She understands that, yes, I paid my price, I paid my debt to society, but this is a new person. This is someone who has a hunger for a destiny. We didn't have to push her much because she was already motivated because she herself wanted to get out of shelter.
Every time you move in the shelter, it seems like even if the room is big, it still seems small. Each time you move, a part of you just dies in that place that you were in before. It's like, here we go again. It's hard to keep going on and starting over, and especially if you have the responsibility of a young, beautiful girl that looks up to you. We moved around a lot in the shelter system. When I got to Nazareth, I felt more like this was it. This is when I was gonna make this big, tremendous change and it was gonna be permanent.
She was able, while she was here, to get employment, a good, decent job, so I know that she's gonna be okay.
I feel like I was home to her together no matter where we were. That was considered home. She has her own room. Could you believe she still wants to sleep with me?
There's a lot of people dealing with depression and anxiety. It was something that I was just used to dealing with on my own. I think it's so hard when you're dealing with the stigma. It's bad enough being, homeless.
She'd been hurt so much in her life. It wasn't easy, to sit down with her, to get her to open up to me. She filled out her first HRA 2010 application, and she was denied.
When everything was just like, no, 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 she was the only one that was able to step in and really just represent me.
I explained to them that Miss Hart always worked. Next year, hopefully, she'll be working more as a real estate agent. Just this year that passed, it was a hard year.
She's really stuck in with me when she could have just said, well, you know what, there's nothing we can do.
3 weeks later, she was approved. That made me cry because that was just the highlight of my day.
There's always a little bit more that we can do. If I can just do one little extra thing to try to make it better, to kind of pay it forward, because that's the gratitude that I have for what she did. She really fought for me.
I promised her that I would get her a place where her kids can call home, where she can call home.
A new home is like a small castle. We can be free and do whatever we want.
Nothing like your own home. Yeah, they can play now. Yes.
And I can jump too.
You happy?
Yes. Very happy.
Good. Really, I can say it's like a dream.